Hello there, this one speaking, and welcome back to Warhammer 3 Total War, where we once again seeing Kholek over here, who's going to be kicking some ass with his big ass hammer. So yeah, this is a 3v3 that I bring you today. Yeah, 3v3, not a 2v2. That's a nice change of pace. But this is a very chaotic battle, but a pretty close one and a very fun one. So let's get on with the army compositions, shall we? Uh, Starting with me, I'm playing the Empire. Yeah, the Empire, that very nice Empire of mine. I am bringing Colfrance on his little Griffin. I am bringing Galmaraz and Bright Red like Woundfang, as well as Tanya Grant, some nice buffs so that Colfrance can just buff his troops and allow them to fight very better. I'm also bringing two light wizards. I don't know where the light wizards are, but I think it was in the first. I don't know. I don't know the light wizards. Oh, here's one of them. Two, we only equipped with net, so they're just here to net everyone who appears in the fucking battlefield. There's also a hammer of the witches, some great cannons right now, so just do some magical attack with a good old cannon. Two hunter, no, that's not hunters, two crossbowmen and two huntsmen. Just here to deploy their arrows and a front line of a bunch of spearmen. In the back as well, there's two units of Rights Guard just to protect the flanks, but we'll see how well they do their job at that. Passing over to Bretonia, it's being commanded by the Fey Enchantress with her two paladins, one being Henry Le Massif. These guys are going to be her bodyguards and are going to protect her through all of her ordeal. She's also coming in a full complement of Knights of the Realm and Questing Knights. Just look at these bad boys, they're really going to be wrecking shit. On the infantry side, just a bunch of peasants and men-at-arms, nothing too special. But she's bringing two trebuchets, and two peasant bowmen. So yeah, the Bretonians still have a nice range component. Going over to the Dark Elves, they are being commanded by Malus Darkblade, the Edgelord himself, in his little cold one. Yeah, he is bringing the Demon's Curse and the Blood Prize, and also Deadly Onslaught, which are going to be pretty nice to use, and also the Warp of Cain, so that he can get in. Get inside and kill any lords that come his way. As for his army, he is bringing pretty much a full range army, a stupidly amount of range, if I may say so. There's three shades, a fuck ton of dark shards, and three vultures, which yeah, I don't know about this. He only has 4 units of red spears to protect all of this, and there's no, for some reason we didn't see this as a bad idea and decided to support him. But yeah, that was our mistake. Yeah, we'll see how that works. Going over meanwhile to Kholek's. No, let's not start with Kholek. Let's start with the ogres. Yeah, over here we have a tyrant. This little bad boy is bringing not any abilities, so that's pretty weird. He's bringing snacks to replenish his hit points. He is being accompanied by his loyal Firebelly, only bringing the Burning Head, and they are commanding a mighty host of mainly just a big ass infantry host of Ogre Balls, Iron Gods, and Man Eaters. I don't see the Man Eaters, but they be rest assured that there's a lot of Man Eaters as well, and just a whole bunch of Nobblers just to fill up space. I forgot to say, but this opposing side is actually playing as if it was a sub commander battle. So yeah, the ogres are taking all of the infantry, the lizardmen are coming with a range complement, and meanwhile the chaos warriors are coming in with the cavalry. So yeah, now you do know that, it should all make more sense now. And going over to the lizardman, he has a slant mage priest with a shield of the old ones, a banishment, regrowth, Earthblood, and lastly the Dwellers Below, because you can never go wrong with the Dwellers Below. We saw how much damage they did on one of the last battles. These are really good spell. Meanwhile, its army, he has a big boy salamander over here, yeah, an ancient salamander, and 2 smaller salamanders, and also some Razordon hunting back. So yeah, he's just going to be using all of these guys to snipe any heroes and units that come his way. Also 2 Basilians with Solar Energy, I think I already mentioned those, and a lot of chameleon skinks. Lastly, we go over to the Warriors of Chaos, where we have Kholek, the big boy, the bad boy himself, towering over his mighty, powerful army. He is bringing quite a nice army. Starting by the Chaos Sorcerer of Shadows, he is bringing Pit of Shades and Orcan's Razor and enabling foe. Just some nice debuffs and buffs, and also Pit of Shades, because you can never go wrong with a Pit of Shades in this game. As for his army, well, it's a very elite army. He has the Swords of Chaos, the Knights of the Brazen Throne, the Chaos Knights of Norgul, the Summoners of Rage, and a whole bunch of Chaos Warhound doggos. So yeah, rest assured that he is going to be hard on the cavalry, just a bunch of regiment of renowned units, and also these guys, the Summoners of Rage, who are very, very nice at taking out Kava. So yeah, we are going to see how that plays out now. Let's start over the battle. As you can see, sadly they are immediately going to start being taking damage from all of the artillery, and we'll see how that develops. Yeah, we already are seeing the Reaper Bolters coming in, and also the cannons dropping in, and maybe it appears that they're targeting the Basilion. Let's see, yeah, they're targeting the Basilion, trying to get that big boy out of here before he can start shooting his solar engine. Over here, we have the Reaper Bolters for some reason targeting the Noblers. Not the best target to be targeting. Maybe some of the Iron Gods or the Basilion would be a better idea. The Red Spears moving forward, so they're prepared to hold the line, but I don't know how much of a good job they're going to do, because these guys, they are very big guys, especially the Orbals, because they have a bronze shield, so they are going to be able to protect themselves against some of the range. Over here, the Ogreballs, I don't know why we cannot see it, but the net of Amintak has been dropped. You can see it over here. They have been dropped and they are stuck in place. All of the units of the Ogres are now coming in for a full frontal charge. And meanwhile, the Paladins and the Fey Enchanters coming in to try to keep these guys in place. And a lot of arrow fire. Just look at all of that arrow fire. I also saw some trebuchet fire coming in. But yeah. Some Iron Gods just spilling over some spear and trying to kill them all, but they're going to be able to hold for a little bit. The Robots with Iron Fist and the Maneaters are not having good time under all of this arrow fire. You can see, oh yeah, there's a bunch of them already falling. That's quite bad. Oh, and we are going to see a nice skull dropping here. Also, a skull, a fire skull. I don't know what a fire hit. I don't know what it's doing over here. Let's see what skull. It's a bombardment skull. I didn't see. Actually, didn't save the spells of the Fey Enchantress. She is bringing her Chalice of Potions, the Dwellers Below, and Regrowth. So yeah, a lot of healing and some very much necessary damage. Oh, and it's that Chalice coming in, and I don't know how much damage she actually did, but it appears that a lot. Over here, meanwhile, we have Kholek and leading up the hosts of Chaos and the Ogres, and over here we have a whole very big flank from the Lizardmen and Chaos. They're just breaking through, shattering the lines of the Dark Halls, who are not holding out very well. Malus is on in the front, trying to keep the line in place, but it's just getting broken to pieces. Meanwhile, over here, the Source of Chaos coming in with Kholek Sonitor, who has been kind of debuffed, but it's not going to be much against the Dread Spears. Meanwhile, over here, the Bretonnian player has deployed his cavalry, trying to probably do something about this big old flank, but yeah, the Summoners of Rage are not to be trifled with in cavalry fights, so I don't know if he wants to take that engagement. There's also Kholek to be considered, he's pretty nearby. Oh, and the Knights of the Racing Throne are coming in, surrounding this whole army, and they're just going, this whole force is going to start running away. Yeah, they probably don't want to take that engagement. Oh no, they appears they're coming in for another charge. I don't know how well that's going to be. The Chaos Knights of Norgul have a lot of health, and the Summoners of Rage can deploy quite a bit of damage. Meanwhile, over here, the Clerical Army is getting kind of overrun because of all the cavalry and Kholek and, you know, the Ogres. Going over to the main side, the Tyrant just got butchered by all of the Paladins and the arrow fire. It appears his little bodyguard just got also quite destroyed. He is not going to be doing a lot more, especially with all of that arrow fire coming his way. Meanwhile, over here, the Karl Franz coming in to try to take out the Firebelly, and some Knights of the Realm just coming over the backline of the Lizardmen, trying to do some damage before it all goes down. Some Noblers fighting over here in the front lines, nothing too much, but yeah, the main action is not coming over here, it's coming over here where we have the Rights Guard being deployed to try to support the Bretonnian Knights, who are getting decimated over here. They are taking quite a bit of damage. A bit of a sound glitch. The Rights Guard coming in, deploying against the Swords of Chaos and what appears, yeah, the Knights of the Risen Throne, who are getting Oaken's Mind Razor, so they're going to be extra deadly against the Rights Guard, who are tough, but they're not that tough. These guys are not going to have a good time. Yeah, and there's no spears, but maybe some Oh no, yeah, maybe the bolt throwers can deploy some damage over there, but they appear to be targeting Kholek, which I guess is a good target. Meanwhile, over here, the Questing Knights are having a bad time fighting Kholek, and all of these ogres over here, they are in full retreat, getting pursued by the Knights of Norgal and the Sorcerer and the Summoners of Rage. They definitely want to run away from that, although I don't know, I'm not sure how well they're going to be able to do that. Meanwhile, in the front, we are still seeing the Right Guard just already getting completely butchered. They already lost half of their health, so yeah, they're not going to hold the line for quite much longer. In the back, there is still some cavalry coming over here, some fire from the solar engine, but not a lot else going on. It appears that the remnants of this flank from the ogres are getting cleaned up. The tyrant is probably not going to come back, and meanwhile, Carl Franz just taking out whatever units he can. Over here we are seeing a full redeployment from the Imperial forces trying to stop the bleeding that is coming over here. Just you can see the Darkless army has just been destroyed completely. Where is Malus? He's still alive fighting some Ogre Bull, so he's having a good time still, as long as Kholek doesn't notice him probably. But yeah, the armies of the Darkless are just being destroyed right now. And over here, more rights are being deployed. They are receiving enabling. Oh! That was a bit of a lag. I apologize. I didn't expect that to happen. But yeah, the rights are coming over here, deploying against the Knights of the Virgin Throne, trying to keep them in place alongside the net of Amintop, so that the rest of the Imperial infantry can redeploy and protect what remains of the Dark Horse army, and of course the trebuchets and the archers from the Bretonnians. Oh, but it looks like Kholek is already coming into the front. He's not appreciating his cavalry getting trashed, and he's going to move forward. Oh yeah, he's going to move forward, and they are going to deploy against the poor trebuchet, who is probably not going to survive that. Over here, some dark shards just holding their shields up. Yeah, I will do that, and shooting away, trying to kill as many as they can before they are next. The Lizardmen meanwhile have deployed. The Battle Knights have shifted quite a bit. They quite interestingly, right? They are now attacking over here and are doing quite a good job about it by the looks of it. Kholek is now fighting the Paladin and probably Henry Le Massif and the Feint Enchantress. Okay, not Henry Le Massif. I don't know what that guy is, but he's probably doing something interesting. Over here, the Questing Knights still trying to stop the mighty cavalry from Chaos, but they are not having any good they're not having any luck at that. They're just getting and a net coming from into Kholek's Hunter. This is just going to yeah, you can see all of the arrows already raining in. This is going to be not pretty for the Warriors of Chaos. The amount of arrows coming in, and probably also that cannon. We'll see. Is a cannon targeting Kholek? Yes, he is. Yeah, Kholek is not going to have a good time at all, especially with Malus over here. Popping Sarkhan, I think, or not, just the Blood Queen. So yeah, Kholek is not going to have a good time. Meanwhile, on the cavalry side of things, Chaos is dominating pretty heavily with the support of the ogres. They're just unstoppable force on the cavalry side. Over here, what remains? What? Oh god! I think I just fucked up the battle a little bit. I accidentally went to this bit. Let's ignore that for a second. Some chain lightning coming over here, not doing a lot. The Swords of Chaos are down to 18 models and 1,900 of health. If they get hit, they will be able to start losing models. Over here, Kholek is getting quite low, but a very, very nice reward from the Lizardman player with his land. Mage Priest is going to keep him alive and kicking, even though a lot of arrows are coming his way. And especially now that some Chaos Warhounds started to intervene to try to take out some of these cannons. Over here, the Darklords are still trying to hold the line, but they simply have no infantry. The Darkshires are over here just being deployed as frontline units, just not shooting, sadly. They probably want to shoot their arrows before it's late. Oh, and they're not going to manage it. Oh, that's sad. Oh yeah, these guys, they didn't have a chance. They are just getting butchered over here. Meanwhile, Carl Franz popping up, Gal Maras trying to take out the Summoners of Rage who have done significant amount of damage by this point. what's going on over here. So we can see that Kholek managed to run away. Very nice. He has managed to heal quite a lot, so he is probably going to be coming back and deploying quite a bit more damage very soon. Malus Darkblade over here tried also to do some damage, but he probably doesn't want to fight. He is getting just shot by a lot of skinks. And it looks like for the moment the battle has taken a bit of a downturn. I mean, over in this flank there's still some fighting against an Ogre contingent and the Summoners of Rage. But Carl Franz and Malus should be doing good, quick work of that. But in the main front lanes, yes, the battle appears to have been kind of stopped. Although some Chaos Warhounds are in the back, and they are probably going to be doing a bit of damage if they manage to get into the backline. Oh, we'll see about that. Over here, another Firehead. Oh yeah, another Flaming Head running across the Huntsman and the Trebuchet crew. That's not good. Over here, the front line of the Empire is retreating. Oh, a hit by an Ancient Element. That's not good for those poor guys. But yeah, meanwhile, the Emperor forces are in full retreat right now, trying to concentrate around the artillery and the archers. The Bretonnians still have some cav left, but they have lost a lot of their strength, of their fighting strength. Over here, that's Land Mage is getting a bit too close to the battlefield. He's popping shield of the old ones, but I don't know what he's trying to do over here. In the flank, it appears that the Summoners of Rage have been finally destroyed. Oh no, they're still fighting. Oh my lord, these guys just keep on surviving. And meanwhile, the Iron Gods are fighting Herald Massive and the Paladin and some Men-at-Arms and Malus Darkblade. They should not be able to survive that, but yeah, Ogres are tough after all, so they might be able to pull it off. Some Spearmen trying to hunt the Summoners of Rage, but they are not going to have a good time. They are going to. I mean, the Spearmen are going to be able to stop them, and the Summoners are going to be cleaving through these poor shades. These guys have now. Oh, but we have Paul Franz coming in to support, but I don't know how effective it's going to be because he might be needed somewhere else. Although it appears that the Slant Mage Priest is taking a bit of a beating, probably a net dropping. But some regrowth being deployed to try to keep him in the fight. Some more arrows being shot his way, but yeah, he's healing this way too fast. Oh no, the Chaos Warhound's doing quite a good job attacking the Hammer of the Witch and destroying the crew. That's a big blow for the Imperial Bretonnian Dark Elf forces because that's their biggest piece of artillery remaining dealt out of the game. And well, here Carl Franz is still quite healthy, and we can see that Malus Darkblade now with Sarkhan popped off. The Henry Massif and the Paladin are fighting Kholek Sonir, so it appears that, yeah, he saw a chance as he's coming in to try to support these guys and bring Kholek down. The Chaos Knights of Norgal are coming in to support, and they're probably going to do a quick job about it. Oh, a spell being dropped off. It appears to be another Chalice from... Yeah, appears to be another Chalice on the Chain Changes, but that Chaos Knights of Norgal are going to run away from that, and that spell's going to do nothing at all. And over here, Henry Massif is quite low and quite about to break, so he's probably going to not be much of a... He's probably not going to be much of a factor in what remains of that. Oh my god, look at the size difference between Henry Massif and those Chaos Knights. Oh lord, that's quite a size difference between a hero and some units. Oh, here's some Noblers managed to get in some crossbowmen. That's not good. I mean, by this point, the main army that that Imperial Army has is their range, so they don't want to be losing that, especially Noblers. Oh, and these guys are still coming to run over, and this... Oh yeah, and attack some other crossbowmen. Over here, some peasant mob from the Bretonnians are retreating, some peasant archers over here, a spear line just doing what they can, and some Cavaliers that managed to run all the way over here. I don't know what the hell they were trying to do, but that was totally a waste. I don't know what the hell I was doing with that unit. The Solar just keeps shooting away, but I don't think they're doing quite a lot of damage yet. 314 and 300. Wait, what? 314 to both of them? Oh no, yeah, it was the same. That's quite weird. Quite a coincidence. Meanwhile, the Ogre army has been quite spent. I mean, they still have troops running around, and I think their Fireblade is still alive somewhere, but they're... Yeah, they've taken the brunt of the damage, so I don't know how much longer they're going to be. Oh, and another net coming into Kholek Sonir right as a bit of shade drops into the archers. That's another chance to destroy and bring down that big ass Dragon Ogre. with his biggest hammer, but it appears that the cavalry managed to slip through and they might be able to shut down what remains of the archer force of the Empire, and it looks like, yeah, they're going to run across the light wizard and just in. Oh, and a net trying to keep these guys safe, but the huntsmen need to redeploy and quickly because Kholek has finally freed himself from the neck and he's popping apocalyptic rage. Carl Francis is coming over for. Oh, but he retreats from a fire of the salamanders. That was quite a good choice, because if he had stayed in there, he would probably been shot to pieces by the salamanders. The Dark Ops still have some units remaining, some dark shards while firing away, but yeah, they're probably going to do a lot of damage on Red Spears and Malus, who of course is just running around and beating shit up, already doing 2,300 damage, which is quite nice, Maybe, I mean, his whole army got destroyed, but Malus at least is doing some work. Over here, the Knights of Rage Phone coming into a bunch of peasants. These guys are just going to have a field day massacring these guys. Oh yeah, let's do. Oh lord, they're already at 2,267 kills, and look at that, they're climbing. The kills are just climbing. Oh lord, and the Chaos Knights, the source of chaos, and Kholek coming in to support. A unit of Dread Spears trying to stop them. Yeah, that was not a good idea. These guys just got squashed to death. But yeah, it looks like by this point the Imperial defense lines has just been completely broken. There's no army left, to be honest. I mean, there's a few units here and there, but yeah, it's mostly down to the heroes. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. I mean, Malus is a champ. The Fey Enchantress cannot do a lot by herself, but she still has her paladin somewhere. The light wizards are still dropping nets on top of Kholek, just annoying him. And some of the Imperial units are redeploying. I think, yeah, Carl Francis still. Oh, but Carl Francis is quite low right now. Oh, some friendly fire there from the solar engine, and yeah, Carl Francis is very low, down to 1,300 health and doing a decent amount of damage. But at this point, with this amount of stuff in the field, you would have wanted him to do more farms. So solar engine, some Halberdiers moving in, trying to do something, but they're going to have a recharge coming in their way from the Chaos Knights of Nargol. Oh, but it looks like the Paladin is going to stop them in their tracks. Oh yeah, they did. That was quite something. And with Malus in here, they're just going to start dropping like flies. Meanwhile over here, the Light Wizard doesn't like fighting Kholek, and Kholek is quite happy of having kicked the ass of the guy who was annoying him all game long. Some more Dread Spears here and there. Some spread out forces are still hanging around for the Imperial Bretonnian local alliance, but as I said, it's mainly down to the heroes who are doing their best to bring down whatever unit they can. Sorry about the record that, but I had to. There was a bit of a problem, but yeah, back at it again. As I said before, that it's down to the heroes basically for the alliance of the Empire Bretonnia and the Dark Ops, but they are a big amount of heroes. We have Carl Francis Steel, the Paladin, the Fey Enchantress, and of course Malus the champ, who is doing his best to drive off whatever unit he has to defeat. Meanwhile, Carl Francis is getting chased around by a bunch of guys. Oh, another net by into Kholek, which certainly stopped him from getting into France, although he probably would have escaped it anyway. Over here, Malus is chasing out some Basilidon, and the Fey Enchantress and her Paladin are probably running away too far outside of the battlefield. They probably need to go get back in there. Carl Francis doing some damage to this kingship, not the best of targets, but by this point, what else he can do with that amount of health that he has left? Ooh, and Kholek just destroying a poor light wizard, but Malus is going in to try to deliver some damage, maybe bringing that Dragon Ogre down. Oh, and it looks like Carl Francis is also going in for a good charge into the Dragon Ogre. And yeah, indeed, he is taking a big amount of damage. He is up to his healing cap, so he cannot heal anymore. Oh, and now down to 70 health, 2 health. The next hit is certainly going to be the dead end for Kholek, but sadly Carl Francis died in this last effort to bring down that champion of chaos. But maybe if Malus manages to defeat this monster, he might be able to turn the battle around, but maybe not. Oh, God, that was quite a dramatic a dramatic way to die. But I don't know. There's still some powerful units, and I surprised in Throne, Apostodon, the Ancient Salamander. I don't know how good the Ancient Salamander is in melee, so they could still pull it off if they go close, fight closely with each other. But if they don't get together, I don't know how much of a chance they have. I mean, there's still a lot of shooting from the ski. Oh, actually not. There's not a lot of shooting. Yeah, there's no. It's all down to the melee fight. So yeah, let's. Oh, but oh no, the Paladin popping out deadly onslaught, but he is surrounded. That Malus doesn't want to get anywhere near him because he is quite low. I'm probably receiving damage from the skiing, so it's all down to the Paladin who's getting poisoned. And even though he has deadly onslaught, I don't know how well he's going to be able to do. The Chaos Sorcerer trying to take the head of Malus, but he is getting protected by his Red Spears, and I think it's all down. Yeah, I think it's all over now, and it's going to be a victory for the Lizardmen and the Warriors of Chaos, and of course, not the Dragon Ogres, the Ogres. So yeah, let's go into 2-speed, and as we can see, the Paladin is taking quite a lot of damage, and I don't know where Malus went. Oh, he died. And yeah, that's the end of the battle. He just maybe died because yeah, the Kaiten Chaos Sorcerer took his head off. Yeah, let's go down to the final stats, shall we? Definitely a pure victory. I mean, there was not a lot left. Going over to the final stats. Yeah, a total defeat. Well, in defeat, but their army is completely routed from the field. All friends managed to do a good amount of damage, but yeah, probably he needed to pull his weight more. The Light Wizard obviously not doing a lot of damage, but being quite annoying with their amount of nets. The Hammer of the Witch is doing quite well, 1,700, and same for the Crossbowmen and the Huntsman. Meanwhile, the Spearmen, you didn't expect the Spearmen to do that much damage. Although one of these got 825, so that's quite nice. The Halberdier is not doing a lot, and also that Rides just got butchered by the Chaos Knights, so yeah, these guys didn't have a chance. Malus Darkblade and his army just got butchered. Look at that gold value. They just got completely and utterly demolished. Yeah, there was no. I mean, Malus pulled his weight. Don't get me wrong. 6,000 damage dealt as gold value. That's amazing. If only he had brought a few more spears or cavalry, this Malus would have ended very differently. Or maybe a mage. I mean, there was no mage. I mean, a mage with Soul Eater might have presented the difference. Going over to the Faint Chantress, a 4,800 value on her alone. That's quite something. Meanwhile, her knights, most of them not being quite fortunate. Okay, 3 of them actually good. Got good damage. Henry Massive not pulling his weight, I think. But the Paladin doing quite well at 1,600. Not the same to be told of the Trebuchets and not the Archers. And obviously not the Men-at-Arms and neither the Peasants. Going over to the enemy alliance of the Ogre Kingdoms and the Lizardmen and the Chaos Knights, we have quite pathetic value on the Tyrant and on the Fire Valley, but it looks like some decent value, especially these Maneaters. On the infantry, they did their job. They absorbed damage, and the Nobblers as well doing. Okay, no, maybe not. I remember them being more annoying, but I guess they didn't get a lot of damage. But yeah, they did their job. They took damage and they held the line for the rest of the army to do their job. Meanwhile, the Lizardman, obviously the Slant Mage is not doing a lot. He didn't bring a lot of damage spells, but the amount of healing that he managed to do on Kholek was quite something. So he was quite a champ in this battle. Meanwhile, the Solar Engines, yeah, not that much. 1,000 Ancient Salamander and nothing much on the rest of the army. 800 on the Skin Chip is quite decent, I guess, and some decent value on the Skin Chameleons. But going over to Kholek, oh boy, let's look at that value because I already know the amount of value. Like he got 3,400 on Kholek alone. Another 800 on the Chaos Sorcerer. Not that as much as you expect, but look at the rest of the army. 3,227 on the Knights of the Brazen Throne and the Swords of Chaos. Oh my, 1,600 and 2,300 on the Summoners of Rage, and another 1,600 on the Chaos Knights of Norgol. Going over to the Chaos Warhounds, 400, 300, and 600. Quite above the average, I think. So yeah, I think we can all say that Kholek was the MVP in that battle. He just ran around and crushed everything on his path. I mean, the Digimon kept killing them, but kept killing him, kept him in the battle, but his cavalry was just amazing, butchering their way across the battlefield. So yeah, that was the battle. That was the first retreat on this channel, I think. Maybe not. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. So yeah, I mean, I said this before, but I'm going to try to get more games into the channel. I have the games already downloaded, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. So yeah, have a good day, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.